Watch me play. To the phone. We're gonna keep this couch or we sell it. Couch. Hey, you got a mic? I thought we was gonna keep that for the man cave when I had that shit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago.
I'm glad I got to play these guys.
Folks,
I know what to expect. I know y'all weapons, I know y'all strengths. Don't really know too much of y'all weaknesses. But I love to play against the Seahawks.
And the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this, right away a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I take it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things,
It was a disaster.
you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Come on with that.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Yeah, shit, boy. You need to protect that ball, you little ugly motherfucker. Oh, I don't know how to play looking there. Owens about to run into a crowd of defenders looking ass motherfucker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This motherfucker ain't even touch the ball.
With Kamara. Making the stop like that time, Bobby Wagner. On 2nd down, Kamara works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying, The more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check it back, check it back. Check nipple.
Here's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints 11-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch.
This is Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the guys up front because they have been getting it done on this.
It's almost ready.
The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first
You ready,
downs.
Smoke?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard
Damn, baby, Seattle just scored on me, babe.
And the Seahawks have taken
Come in here
the
with me.
lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Okay, bye.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Damn.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze on the check down. He finds Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Keith Kirkwood there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
You ready, back?
They'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
What you scared of?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now it's Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check, 47.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Breeze.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
you ain't going nowhere, man. No, you ain't got no mic. G2 twin, but come on now, that hit was lucky as fuck. Shouldn't he had his ball right now, dude.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Wilson on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 50, check 50.
Kamara trying again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
All right, he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw again on second down. Breeze looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Breeze now on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. 96 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Saints 10. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth